Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Toxic Thursday, 2 for Thursday. It is Carol Brandolino, everybody. Welcome. It is Thursday, July 31st, and we got a show lined up for you guys today. Give us a call at 847-769-8669 to book a show. Every show is dedicated in the military and all our veterans who fought for our country. Thank you so much. We're doing today before we kick things off. Good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's going to be a perfect Toxic Thursday. I promise. We're going to live up to the name today. Okay.
Yes. Today we both are. Which I got some crazy stories about two companies, crazy things that I didn't even think that would ever happen that we would actually say, but we're going to talk about that. It's showtime. Let's work. Nothing. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Why do I keep saying that? It's not even Christmas. Anyway, it's Toxic Thursday. Carol, how are you doing? Are you in Joliet, Sherwood? Where are you at today?
Joliet, downtown Joliet, in the conference room. Mm-hmm.
In the conference room in downtown Joliet.
Yep.
All right, guys, and I'm in Elk Grove. As you can see, I'm still in my living room, but we will be moving downstairs to the new studio probably sometime next week. We're hoping just to get everything cleaned up a little bit down there because I end up moving down there. So it's going to be cool, but I hope you guys we got a great show lined up today. Like I said, today is the last day of July, and just like I was saying to you, man, it just seems like and now boom.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh my God. I had an appointment. Somebody was telling me they wanted my daughter to come out for something August 5th. And I was like, oh my God, what, that's down there. And they said, no, it's next Tuesday. What? Yeah. It's already August. Like, I can't even fathom it's August already. School's starting in about 3 weeks for, it's crazy. It flies by.
It's nuts. It's crazy. But I know one thing that isn't crazy. That's our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace Shop Local. A lot of great things going on, folks. If you want to move and you're looking for a U-Haul truck, well, all of the JRC Ace Hardware stores have the U-Haul rentals. That's right. They have a large fleet of trucks, best prices in town. That's right. Go to the uhaul.com, choose one of your Ace locations, and make a reservation. They're here for all your moving needs, personal business, small loads. They have you covered. And don't forget to grill your Ace off with all the great grills that they have. If you don't have one already, get for next year. Weber, Tangier, Napoleon, Charbol. They have all your certified special grill. When you say grill, you get to get your spices. That's it. They have your spices and rubs. They have them all for your barbecue feast. That's right. It's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace. All right. Let's see who's watching, if anybody is. Okay, let's go. Lilia, Irani BJ, Joey Spins. I'll see you tonight. That's right, brother. David, Michael, Albert. You guys do. Carol, first of all, our prayers for anybody. Hawaii hitting Japan, 8.7. What's beautiful when you think of Hawaii and you think of all these beautiful near the ocean. And stuff like that, but man, just gone. You know what I mean? And it's this time of year, so it's kind of crazy. Well, there's Boyd, right? I love you. You look It freezes up totally.
Oh God, here we go. Ding, ding, ding. Here we go. I'm ready for you today, Boyd. You're right.
Ding, 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 Boyd. You are ready, Carol. Well, let's start off with a zinger.
A zinger. Phew,
A zinger.
I got all kinds of zingers, but all right. So listen, you know how you have those the commercials. Maybe remember back in the day when they had the commercials for medication, and at the end they'd name off in fast motion all the side effects. And like your ears fall off and your leg, shit like that.
Yes, yes.
So I'm just going to tell you something. So Tuesday, I felt so bad because I was having a day, and normally nobody can tell when I'm having a day. I can cover that up. I can get through it, but whatever it is, it's driving me crazy. Okay. So I was like, I'm just a little not out of it, but overwhelmed. So I start looking up some things, and this is very common. So I'm hoping there's women watching or men too. So you know what the hell is going on with women. I'm going to read off just a bunch. It's a disclaimer. Exactly. All right. You ready?
Yes. Thank you. Boyd. Disclaimer.
Hot flashes, night sweats, weight changes, mood changes, irritability, breast tenderness, depression, anxiety, panic disorder, sleep issues, fatigue, lessened libido, headaches, thinning hair, brittle nails, bloating, digestive issues, brain fog, memory problems, joint pain, muscle aches, osteoporosis, itchy skin, dizziness, heart palpitations, burning tongue and or mouth, changed sense of taste, tingling limbs, shock-like sensations, allergies, urinary changes, body odor, seek support for menopause symptoms. What in the actual F is going on? That's my disclaimer. So if I'm having a day, guys, not only has to be what's going on, because I have very uncontrollable, not even mood swings a little bit, but like overwhelming, like I can't control my emotions. It even says rage in there, but rage isn't the one. It's like emotional, like crying, and I can't control. Normally, I'm not a big crier. I mean, I do cry at things that make me sad or emotional, but you add in there like autoimmune shit I got going on. It's called Hashimoto's, which is similar to menopause symptoms. Okay, so I got that shit going on, and then going through divorce.
But it's made in Japan.
Yeah, it's made in Japan. We got that from them
too.
In Japan. So we inherited that. But what the hell? I mean, so just so you know, if Carol's losing her shit a little bit, I'm not even going to say this. This is my real hair. Okay. Remember I told you that they're taking my extensions out. Okay. Yeah. So my scalp can breathe. Yeah. Okay. Right. So I've had.
Yeah, but you make it sound like when you wear an extensions, you make it sound like it's all your hair. I mean, you've got
this is it hair. Though. You see this little piece? I have two sides.
Yeah, you made it
so thin. Okay. It's gone.
Okay.
It's
all
gone.
Right. I got
it.
So
anyway, it's horrible for a woman anyway, especially like, your hair really makes you feel good, especially with all the shit that's going on with me right now. So my disclaimer is this: if I'm having a day, okay, and something's going on, just give me a little pass, okay? Because my brain fog and everything else.
Carol, everybody has a day. Everybody has a day. I don't care what anybody says. If it's not a full day, we might have like a moment or an hour or a two that we're all little ubats or something's going wrong. It's just normal, and that's what it is.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
But as we get, and I'm getting older, so I that's my excuse. I'm getting older, and I'm always a little ubats as it is.
Me too.
So it really is. It really is. Jerry, hello everybody. Karen, Kim, Peterson, Debbie, Bud, you're a freaking doll. There, I said it. We want to thank you. He's a sweetheart. And I think we met before. I think maybe years ago if I read Boyd, but still, you need to get out of the house, Boyd. You need to come out one night so we can all have, and you can salt us in front of our faces instead of behind the screen here. You can just give us some one-on-ones. Yeah, some zingers there, Boyd. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to see. I just want to make a quick thank you to everybody. Greg, my good buddy Greg from Taverna is watching. Greg voted the #1 patio in the suburbs of Chicago. It was great. Our live video, almost 3,000 views that when we went live. It was fantastic.
Great
and Greg's place is just unbelievable. Get out to Taverna on Division in Melrose. All right. I want to thank everybody that came. Yesterday, we started at the Bellagio in Roselle for the Lori. It's a big turnout. We had George from the Jersey Girls doing all the. A few. I've seen Regina, Stella Ramundi. There, I kicked it off. I did 3 songs. I got to go over to Rosario's last night. And thank you, everybody, Susan and Mike Pappas. I want to thank Christian Knievel, Evel Knievel's granddaughter, and Robbie Knievel. It was great. You, everybody. And tonight will be in Darien. Concert is 76 degrees.
I can't hear you. You're like freezing a little bit and then moving. And there you go. There he goes. Okay. There you are.
Hi, Carol. There we
Hi.
go.
Oh,
Here
good
we
to see
are.
you. You're back. You look much better. You look
See,
much better now.
yeah, it seemed like a.
Yep. You're good now.
There you go.
You're good.
Much better now.
Okay.
Thanks. I needed that. So Darien, concert in the park tonight. Ocean's Rat Pack, 6:45. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. That's an 8:00 hit. And Saturday we'll be at the Vixen Theater in McHenry. And then Mo's Dream Police rocking it out in Kenosha, 5:00, 5 to 6:30. Can't wait for that night on Sunday. Yeah, so very cool. But you're right about all that stuff that they say when you take this pill and they show the commercial of the husband and wife talking and whatever, and they're laughing and they're jumping and may cause your teeth to bleed, your ears to fall off, and it's like it's just crazy.
They should show those commercials.
Completely nuts.
They should show one of those commercials, and then the woman takes the bat out and smashes a fucking lamp right off the table and be like, this is what could happen if you're on this medication or if you're going through menopause. So like, beware,
Yes.
right? It's an excuse.
Right, exactly. I think you're absolutely right. Carol Minotti, great seeing you last night, my friend. Thank you so much. So interesting stuff. But another thing, if you notice, Carol, in the last 3 or 4 days, Walmart, Michigan and Walmart, one guy went in there, stabbed 11 people, then killed himself. Then another person in New York, a police officer got killed. A bunch of people shot. Then in Reno, another person shot, then killed himself. What's wrong with my God? It's just almost like it's in every once a week someone's going out and shooting people.
Yeah. It's a lot of mental
Maybe they should take that medicine.
Well, I wish there was medicine for this. I know there probably is, but I don't want to be medicated. I'd rather just deal with it. But that's why I put the disclaimer out there, But I think people are also just they're losing hope, I think. And that's the sad part. I think there's so much shit going on and we're hit with it every day. That's why I try not to watch the news so much. I should, and I have to for the show and just to be, educated on what's going on. Right. But honestly, it's sad. And it kind of like makes you lose hope a little bit. I think people are losing hope, which is horrible. I don't know.
Now, and I can understand. I mean, some people might lose their jobs if they're the highest ever. Thank you, President Trump, for that. Mm-hmm. The stocks are huge right now. But there's a lot of, things or small things that we don't know what people are going through, but with the stories that are happening and things that are on, it's just nuts. It's just mind-boggling. And you want me to crawl out from underneath my bed and come outside? Right, brother. Good point. So what else you got there? I got a couple things, but go ahead. What do you got?
Okay. So I got something here. I think this was kind of funny. So I'm going to call it here for the comments. I'm going to call this little tiny segment here for the comments. Okay. Because when you see stuff on Facebook, okay. And then people in the comments say just here for the comments because you don't know what people are going to say. All right. So this one I thought was kind of interesting. It said, why do young men like older women? I was like, oh, everybody. That's a question. Why do young men like older women? Because we're always talking about the girls with their sugar daddies, right?
Yeah.
Right. So these are some of the comments. Okay, here for the comments. Some of them were saying they want a mommy with benefits. They say older women only want sex. Okay, because I guess they've done their thing, they've been through it, they're did their duties as a wife, and then now maybe they're divorced or whatever.
Now they just want to have fun. Okay, all right.
Older the wine, the sweeter it becomes. This is I'm gonna just these are quotes, okay, of what guys are writing. Old is gold. Old is gold. I can't. Okay, old. Let's see. Oh, old hens make the best broth. What the hell does that mean? What does it mean? I don't even know. So Tony's frozen, but I don't know. Boyd,
old hens
David,
make the best
Jerry,
broth.
Albert, whoever. Tony, what does that mean?
So,
what does that mean?
Old hens make the best broth. Who knows? Maybe it means to maybe when they're in bed. Maybe they make the best whatever. Maybe that's a term for it because it can't be the best food.
No,
so it's got to be something. Right.
It's not about the food. Okay, it says more experience in the bedroom. They're saying more. They're more mature. Also, emotional maturity is what a lot of these younger guys are looking for. I guess the ones that are maybe slightly mature. And then they got lots of mommy issues. They keep saying. Another one is. This is the one I picked as the top one. Okay. Now, remember when you talked about Confucius? Remember when I said Confucius say, man who keep hand in pocket, feel cocky all day. So this, so this comment said, when you swim first time, you need instructor. I have to say it in that voice because that's exactly how it was written. So I think they're looking at them as kind of teachers, okay, and maybe teachers in the bedroom, or if if the guy's not experienced, they want to learn everything that they need to learn so they can do what they got to do moving forward.
Moving a little forward.
I thought that was interesting.
Well, that's interesting because you're right, because they all been through that. I think that some men like that because the women have already been through the bullshit already.
Right. Right. And I think it's like, let's get to business, honey. I think the older women, some of them are in their second and third, maybe a divorce or moved on, or they haven't been getting what they've been needing for a long time. So guess what? The young guys aren't dumb. They're getting in there and getting it done, I guess. So it's a win-win in those situations, I guess. The women get their young.
And the win-win. But stand too, though. Sometimes the younger men, and I know I can speak for myself as you get younger than me, obviously, but sometimes some of these younger kids are not even mature enough. They think they think with this, hey, they got the looks and they got all this, but up here they got nothing. And they got no experience and they got nothing, no character. And I think character is very, very important. No matter if it's a woman or a man, character
100%
is very, very important. I agree with you. We got a couple things here. Let's see. Albert says, I don't like older women. I like to admire beauty. Okay. Magda says she has to have at least 3 teeth. Otherwise, I won't date her. Okay. There you go. Older women are like carpenters. They appreciate good wood.
Wait, I think every age woman likes good wood.
A good wood, yeah.
Good wood.
Good point. Linda Siegel, welcome. She goes, I agree you need to know what is going on, so try and look at the real news to be aware, but do not stop going out and enjoying life. Yeah. Well, thank you, Linda, for that. But you know what? As Carol was saying, it depends what channel you watch. Unfortunately, in these days, you watch CNN and you watch these other channels, they'll tell you something completely different. And then so you can watch the news, but it also depends. You don't know what real story you're going to get.
Old wood falls apart.
Which is,
I love this. This will make me all day long.
New Mexico,
Yeah.
brother, with Brit Floyd, tribute to Pink Floyd. Interesting.
Oh, here's a couple
All right,
quotes.
Carol.
Hold on, real quick. Here's a couple quotes for you.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people, it says, I wonder how many people see me in suggested friends and are like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that too. Yeah. Right.
I just wonder someday.
My friend Kelly from Florida posted that.
She
And
did? Oh,
she shared
love
it.
it.
Yeah.
Love it. And
My
then it
friend
says,
Kelly.
the other one was, they will love your confidence until it threatens their insecurity. That hit
Bingo.
hard.
Bingo.
Yep.
That's a good one
Yep.
too.
And then yes.
Yeah.
And the last one is for you and I, and lots of people that we probably associate ourselves with. I sprinkle fuck in every sentence like it's parsley. I mean,
Oh yeah, you got some good ones there. And you know what? You were talking about the news. Thank you, Emo from Florida. Femo says, "How about when CNN blamed a white man for the shooting, and you show the video of the guy? He's actual an African American,
right.
but CNN said he was a white man. I mean, that's completely crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The question I got to ask you: when it comes to made a comment before he died. This was earlier in his career with him that he didn't want his daughter dating an African American man. And this was what one of the comments he made, and he got some trouble for racism and stuff like that. But I'm just talking about everybody here in general. We're not talking about just African American men. I'm talking about, is it hard for some of you sometimes if an Italian is not with an Italian, or a Greek is not with a Greek, or a Polish is not with a Polish, or a white person is with an African American, or if a white person is with an Oriental or Hispanic or blah, blah, blah. Does it affect as your kids growing up? Now, I know the rule, everybody says, as long as they're happy, I'm happy. Okay, I got it. But we got to get down deep a little bit here. Does it bother you? Would it bother you if it was someone, okay, forget not being Greek, or forget, but if it was a Native American,
okay,
let's a different
okay,
race or a different religion. Now, your daughter comes up to you. First of all, first of all, Gianni was on fire on Tuesday with That's Life and My Way. He keeps that he got that pitch, boy. I'm telling you, he's got
Thank
it.
you.
But if they come up to you and say, Mom, I'm dating an Oriental.
Okay. Are we?
I'm just trying to ask everybody
listen.
in general. I'm asking you, of course, as a mom with two kids. Would that bother you in any way?
It doesn't fully bother me, but I will say this, to quote the late great Papa Sandro Brandolino, who I adored and loved very, very much, like my own grandpa. He's 94. He passed away a year and a half ago. And he said he would tell Gianni, I just want to tell you, lions with lions, tigers with tigers. This is what he always said. And Papa. And he was, and Gianni's like, well, but Papa, what if, she's so nice to me? And what if he goes, Gianni, I'm just going to tell you that's how I feel. And, I'm not racist and anything like that. But then I started to think about it. And I think I've had this question proposed to me before. I would prefer for my kids to be with somebody that has a very similar culture like we do, because it's going to make your life, I think, better. It's going to make it richer. It's going to you're raised similarly. You could be with people that are different cultures, of course. But I just don't think it would be the best decision to do that. I wouldn't disown my child or anything like that by any means, but I prefer for them to be within our cultural realm, of traditions. I think that just makes for a better relationship sometimes. The families, it also depends how family oriented you are. I think my kids are very family oriented, I hope. And want them around always, as they get older and their kids and everything. So if they're raised similarly, they're going to want to do things together. Like my family and Bobby's family back in the day when we first got married, like we did everything together. Christmas. I mean, we did our families completely got together. It was really a beautiful thing. And I'd
Yeah.
love to be able to do that with another family, but they have to be somewhat similar. You know how you just say they're not
Yeah.
my certain people. Gianni's brought girls home, then they're the same, they're white, Greek, whatever they are. And Polish, this, that,
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm just like, they're just not, it's not for me. Like I met the family, very, very different. If they look at you like you're weird because we talk a lot, we're loud, or we swear, God forbid, like I can't do it. I need to be able to be myself. And I want my kids to be able to be like accepted for who they are without being phony. That's it, I guess. You know what I mean?
That makes it that's make and you know what, another thing that would, like you said, also maybe not the same race, whatever it is, or something like that, and I can see the upside sometimes dating somebody else
Sure.
because it is
Yeah.
different, and you can learn a little bit more culture and
Yeah.
stuff. But if you are family oriented to that degree,
Mhm.
sometimes date, like you said, if we're
Yeah.
loud, we
Yeah.
are very loud
Yeah.
and
Right.
obnoxious, and
Fair.
we swear. And we do it in
Right.
fun, but sometimes people might look at it like,
Yeah.
"What the hell?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or what about, Kira? What about when it comes? Say if it's okay, the race
Mhm.
is the same or different like that. But what about when it comes to religion?
Well,
Now, I'm not going to preach here. I'm not going to preach here and say, "Oh, we listen, we read the Bible, and this whatever the hell it is." Now, look, I was raised many, many times, so there's
mhm. So, as far as religion goes, I think that happens when somebody is when someone uh, oh, it depends on the family, because if you are a very religious person and that is your priority number one, there's a lot of people
yes,
out there like that,
yeah,
then yes, of course religion is going to be, that's it, there's a no, that's like a deal breaker for people
sure,
that are super super
sure,
religious. Like again, with Greeks and Italians and whatever, I don't know, Catholic and Orthodox, very, very similar. They're almost the same. Okay. So
yeah,
every time I remember the stories we told when I first, got married, or before we got married, before we got engaged, even, it was like, well, is she Papa Sandro again? Is she, is she Italian? No. Okay. Okay. Is she Catholic? Uh, no. She's what is she? Greek Orthodox. He said, that's good enough, close enough. Everything was for me. That's close enough, close enough. And I believe that it worked because once they met me, you just know when people click, it works, right? So
yes, yeah.
religion, I wouldn't care really, as long as they believed in God. I mean, I don't. I mean, I want them to believe in God or be spiritual in some way, right? Because there
Of
has to
some
be
way.
some sort of a higher. Yes, there has to be, because if not, then I think that there might be some issues, because that's just how I feel. I'm very
I agree.
spiritual
It
and I
doesn't have to
believe in
be the
God,
same God. It
you know.
doesn't have to be the same God, but I do
Right,
believe we need to believe in
right,
something. And this is very
right.
interesting right now. Miley Cyrus just came out
Hmm.
on social media and said that God was gay.
I don't.
God was gay. Now, the Miley Cyrus.
Hmm,
Read the article. I didn't even get into it. Once I read the title, I wasn't even going to say what possible and how and who knows. And I know people are going to say you've never seen whatever. Uh, where do they get this shit? I have no
right.
idea. This is my,
Hmm.
uh, she's
She's
a
probably in
younger
her 30s.
generation of kids,
Yeah.
obviously younger. Is that
Hmm.
crazy?
I Yeah, I think Miley Cyrus, I think it was more clickbait. I think it's clickbait. I mean, I think that she hasn't released an album in a long time, and maybe she's just trying to stay relevant by saying something so stupid, because it's just dumb. I wouldn't read it either. It's dumb. And she's not the sharpest tool in the shed, unfortunately. I like her music, I do, but I wouldn't even give it a second glance, actually. That's me.
I agree with you. Maria's watching, so Oh, say hello to mom.
Hi,
Say
Mom.
your mom. There she go. Hi, mom.
Hi,
Watch. How
Mom.
you doing over there?
Mhm.
Good. They're watching. There you go. Yeah. So that was interesting on that. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be the same God, but we kind of, like Boyd just said, it's one of those one of the world people that say stupid things. Is it just to get attention? I don't know if it's to get attention, but it's just kind of crazy. And I can see by a lot of your people's comments, she doesn't play with a full deck anyway,
Right.
et cetera, et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
I read something, and I
yeah.
usually like to back it up. I like to, like, I should have researched it, but I didn't. I don't know if this is, is this for real? What I wrote on the top of the paper. It says
Okay.
transgender women inmates across the United States will be moved to male prisons as ordered by the president. Have you heard that, like, on the news that you watch? Like, that is that happening, where transgender women inmates are going to be moved?
I heard something like that. I heard they were going to be removed from the genders were going to be removed and put separately. So I heard two different stories.
So it's set to male prisons, and so these are transgender women, which means they're biologically male. Okay, and so they should
Right.
be in
Okay.
jail or prison with other males. Just because you identify as a woman, you don't have women parts. So you know what I mean. Maybe they can have a wing, like a wing in the prison. There shouldn't be a special prison for that. I mean, they're men. What they identify as is one thing. But what I was thinking is that I wonder if they actually give the surgery in prison to transgender people transitioning, if they give the surgery. Because again, I haven't looked this up, and the reason I thought this is because in prison, all you have to do is break a dumb law, something that's not going to keep you there for a long time. You will get the best medical care, the best dental. You will get health care when law-abiding
Those a day.
can't get health insurance, but criminals can in jail. So I wonder if they're even thinking about getting that surgery in prison too. I have no idea.
Yeah, and don't forget the 3 meals a day. Three
Right.
meals a day,
Food, right.
exercise, education, that they
Yep.
can get all the education
Yep.
they want. I mean,
Yep.
some people I know and a lot of people, I know a few people that once they got out of prison, after being in prison for a while, they couldn't hack the real world. And so they broke
Yeah.
the law again just to go back to
Yes.
jail again so
Yep.
they can feel
Yep.
normal.
Mhm.
Let's see, Boyd, move them to the red areas and make sure they have enough jelly. Oh boy, you're on fire today.
On fire today.
Good, Mickey. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome to Ocean Spit Toxic Thursday. Me and look, we've started off with some. Wow, we went right to. We hit it off, and it's going to get even better. That I promise you. That I promise you. What a couple stories that we have coming up, folks. Real fast. Let's get to real estate at its finest. Mary Grievous. Looking to buy or sell her home, contact buying or selling. She's your forever agent. M. Grievous at StarkRE.com. That's Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate, 630-688-1725. And Mary can help you with all your real estate. And don't forget to talk about the Chicago Music Cruise that we're doing in 2026, January 17th to the 25th, 7-night Western Caribbean cruise, Miami, Honduras, Costa Maya, Cozumel, and Ocean Cay. It's a brand new ship. We're excited. Seventh Heaven and Tony Ocean in the main event band. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com, put in Tony O, or call Mary, 630-688-1725, and say, I want to go on the ocean with Ocean. Carol, you have kids. Gifts that you would give to your kids. Now, if you are a multimillionaire, Tom Brady just gave his kid, a 17-year-old kid, a $3 million crystal gold watch. 17 years old, mind you. Even had the money. You were a millionaire. Is there a certain age that you give expensive stuff to? What is this 17-year-old kid going to do with that watch?
He's going to pawn it for probably I don't know, something he might get more use out of because it's a watch. Okay. I just, you know what? I'll never know. I don't think we'll ever know when you have that kind of money. It's just not like how we think of it. It's just, oh, I'm going to buy this. This is so nice. It's 3 million. I think it's dumb. I think it's dumb. I think it's a waste of money for a watch personally. But I get when you have that kind of money, I can't even, I don't know. I can't process that. And he's 17. Why make him like let him wait a little bit? Why does he have to have a $3 million watch at 17? Is he even responsible enough to not break it, lose it, get it stolen, or some girl that gets it taken from him, like he passes out and she steals it? I mean, look, there's a lot of scumbags out there. I wouldn't do it, not even if I had that money. So, all right. So you're not there. Okay. So I do have to say, I have to talk about something that happened. Oh,
Go ahead. What did you say?
okay. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
so, okay. So I got to talk about something that happened. I have I had a garbage disposal issue. Okay. I was like not going to call a plumber, and I ended up like I texted somebody that somebody gave me the number for him. So the garbage disposal wasn't working. It wasn't electrical. Like there's a switch on the wall that makes it go on. It was not going on at all. I did all the switches, the fuse. It wasn't that. Then so it was like days and days. So I'm trying to get things clean, and then it started was not draining. The sink wasn't draining, and I have a real big kitchen sink, those deep ones, a big one. So stuff started building up, and I was yesterday at a loss. Like it was getting bad. I had nowhere to put anything, and I was cooking. So I took this. So this is what happened. Necessity breeds what happened yesterday. I had this big stainless steel bowl. I was like a woman 100 years ago. I had a big stainless steel bowl. I filled it with hot water with soap. So I was so pissed off. I was washing everything in the sink. Okay, we had the soap, poured it out into the freaking yard in the grass, came back in. Listen, I was old school Greek yesterday. And then I went back in, rinsed it all out in the bucket. And I was like, this is bullshit. I don't want to call somebody to come fix this because I don't want to pay for it because I can't afford all that right now. So I started to YouTube everything. And guess what? I YouTubed it. I looked at Eliana, found the reset button for me. She went underneath. She pressed the button. It helped. You could hear the thing switch on a little bit. It kind of rumbled, but it wasn't working. And then the next YouTube video was talking about the blades probably had something stuck in there, like it was blocking it. So I didn't have the tool that I'm guessing came with it when we got it. So I stuck the knife in there. I stuck a spoon in there. I started spinning the blades, and voila! I'm going to tell you something. I learned something about myself. I fixed it. I was so not only proud of myself, I was so excited, but secondarily, what came out of my mouth next was unheard of. I said, oh my God, I can't believe I get to wash dishes now. What? I hate washing dishes. But you know what? We're spoiled. We are all spoiled, and we take things for granted every day. And that taught me right then and there, don't take this for granted anymore. So guess what? I'm not going to bitch about washing dishes for a long time because I fixed it.
I agree.
And we're good to go, and I feel accomplished. So that was good.
Yeah, there you go. And you did something. See, sometimes you think that you can't learn this shit, but enough patience. And that YouTube stuff really does help. It can help you figure out some stuff. So that's really good. I like that. This is interesting. 10 things that men know about women.
Oh, yeah.
Number one is blank.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Number 2 is blank. Number 3 is blank. Number 4 is blank. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, women have breasts. That's all that man really knows about women.
Yeah, you're right.
We never know what they're thinking.
You're right.
They're much smarter than us men are. Guaranteed, women are much smarter than us men are. And that's it. That was funny. Top 10 things that men know about women. Everything was blank up until the last number 10. It said they have breasts.
I like it. I think it's funny. It's about right too. I think,
I think it's funny too. Yeah, very interesting. All right. Carol, there's a father on a plane, and the dad sets up his daughter with a guy he met on a plane. Now they're engaged. They're going to get married, and on her ring is the flight number engraved in her ring. Now, being Greek, just like I was in Italian, like with my first wife, when they're set up by parents, did that ever try to happen to you? What your parents, when you were younger, growing up, did your dad or your mom said, "Hey, we got a cousin that's coming in from Greece, blah blah blah"? Was there anything like that? Because it does happen in a lot of families. Did it ever happen in your growing up, or people that you knew maybe?
Okay, so my dad didn't want me associating with men, Greek or otherwise, for most of my life. So that was one thing. And then, but then he would pick out
Okay.
these guys, which really pissed me off. And obviously, I was very headstrong from a young age. And he would say, "Oh, Carol, what about this guy over here?" And I'm like, "What? Ew! Like what? Why? Why are you doing this to me?" It would be like the worst kind of guy, and I mean, in every way possible, or like a yes dear kind of guy, which that's not for me. I can't do that. So no,
Yeah.
and no, I would never take
Yeah.
somebody that my dad picked for me anyway. No, my mom didn't try to. Do I know people that did that? I can honestly say I don't think I know anybody whose marriage was fixed, was set up. I don't think I know anybody. But didn't you have one like that?
One, yeah, we were a
Mhm.
citizen. And back then in 94, 95, you had to stay with them for 6 months. We still stayed friends. She became a citizen. We got married. You had to do the thing. You had to live together. You had to do what you had to do. And it
Wow.
was,
Okay.
we separated. We after the end, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And she got remarried and
What?
she's happy and blah, blah, blah. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah, so it happened. It was 50,000. I got 10. My dad got 40,000. So
What? Damn.
there you go. Yeah.
What an investment.
It's typical Italian. Four for me, one for you. Five for me, one for you.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So there you go.
That's
There you
good
go.
stuff.
Interesting story. I like that. Watching Ocean's Pit, Toxic Thursday, and we were talking about relationships. We were talking about certain things like that. A woman finally says yes after 43 times for 7 years. And finally, she says yes.
Well, if you were the man, seriously, what's the why? Would you want to marry somebody who said no 39 times? I mean, let's talk about it.
Well, 43 times. She said 43 times said no. So what's wrong with this guy?
Right.
What? Are they that so crazy about this woman?
Or maybe
And then what
millionaire.
finally made the woman say, okay? Did she settle?
Right. Well,
Is she settling
Mhm.
finally and saying, okay?
right. Or she's a millionaire, or God knows what. Maybe he's going to turn around and say, "No, just kidding. Bye." I mean, if I was a guy, I think I'd maybe do
Yeah.
that, because that would be really upsetting to me. You know,
That's a little crazy. Carol says 90 Day Fiance on TLC show. Have you seen that? I've not
neither.
seen that, but they have all those
Yeah.
shows now. You watch those shows where they get married in like a week,
I used to.
or this Bachelor or Love
Oh.
Island and this stuff. And my wife, my family watches this stuff like
I-
crazy. And after like 3 weeks, they have to decide if they're going to get married. And I mean, it's really
Yeah, it's TV. It's
I never
TV.
understood.
It's entertainment. I mean, that's what it is. These people are trying to make a name for themselves on these reality shows. I'm pretty sure that's where that comes from.
But
And,
they have to get married,
know.
though. But at the end,
Okay.
but Carol, they have to say "I do." There's actually somebody there that marries them, so you can have that whole reality all you want. But at the
Yeah.
end, "I do." It's you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, but maybe the money's there. And or like I said, they're going to get their fame, their start possibly if they get discovered on this show. That's what a lot of it is nowadays. It's all about, getting discovered.
I agree.
Yeah.
There you go, Boyd. I should have listened to my mother and married an old fart, one of lots of money, in trouble with her heart.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you. Right. I'm about right there with you right now, but with
Yes.
the guy, just so you know, one foot
There
on
you
the
go,
banana
Boyd.
peel,
There you go.
like my
Yeah.
mom says, one foot on the banana peel. Just give him a little kick.
1 foot on the banana peel. Oh, man, we are just throwing it out there, folks, here today on Toxic Thursday. We have time for a little weather. Yes, we do. This weather brought to you by the JRC Ace Hardware Stores. It is Thursday, July 31st. It's 67 degrees, feels like it's 76, 79% humidity, 10-mile-an-hour winds. It's a little cloudy. It is sunny, and there's no rain in the forecast today. So get outside, do some good stuff. That is JRC Ace Hardware Weather Minute, brought to you by our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors. In England, where it's for swingers, and they had complaints because of loud moaning and groaning during orgasms, whatever they were doing on this island. It's a true island in England, in the UK, where people go. It's a 3-day event, and they all just swap, and they all on top of each other. They all what they're doing.
Okay.
But the other resorts were complaining, neighbors were complaining that the loud or the noises and the moans were getting a little out of. Here's something I never understood. It's hard enough sometimes with one person that you want to be together with.
Okay.
When you go out and swing and try different things, it's not like you're trying a different drink.
Right.
What is wrong with some of these people? And there's a lot of them. Carol, there's a lot of swingers out there. We heard about the upside down pineapple. We joke about it, but it really, really, really happens.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
I know a few people that used to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When I was a little younger, in my 20s, I was a magnet for women that wanted, I didn't realize it at the time, but they would come up and they would hit on me and they would talk to me. And then when they were with a guy, of course, I was a little, I don't know. I don't think I'm a naive person at all. I just don't think like that is what it is. That doesn't come to my mind first. So then they would talk to me. Then they'd have their boyfriend with them. And they're like, hey, you want to come hang out at the house if we were having a good time? And I was like, hold on. I was having like a blonde moment. I was like, oh, this would be fun. But then I thought, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah. So no, listen, I'm not a jealous person, but of course, if you're being intimate with somebody, yeah, no, I don't want to another woman that you're the man that you're with, especially if you have like feelings for them or you have, I mean, that's weird. I don't know. I think I couldn't do that. There's no way I could do swinging stuff. No, I don't know.
No. And actually, cruises, they have events, they have these people normal to them, and I just never comprehend how that can happen, and then this has been going on for years and years and years and years. It's not like it's nothing like social media just made up. This stuff really does fucking happen. No. And I knew
yes, it does.
A couple that were like that. And it was just like, is that crazy? Just nuts.
Yeah.
Just nuts. And right? A lot of people think it's disgusting. It is disgusting.
Yeah.
Just another crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Nuts.
Oh, okay. So I was reading this online and I think I'm kind of an asshole for my reaction to it. So I'm curious to see what you think. It says, shout out to men who still buy flowers, fill up gas tanks, plan dates, open doors, and compliment daily. Okay. Now I read that and I thought, I don't think I'm jaded. But I have to say those things definitely are nice, but I'm going to give all the guys that are listening. I don't even think we have guys that are necessarily younger or single or whatever, or still trying to find that right woman. But I am going to say this, and it should help. Those things are all nice. Like, of course, people like, it's a nice gesture to fill up the gas tank. It's a nice gesture to open a door. These are all nice things to do. But these are all things: buy flowers, buy this, plan dates, pay for dates. That's all money. These are all things money can buy. Money. Okay, money. Okay, fine. The things that women really want, that they'll appreciate much more, is conversation, listen to what the person is saying, and then kind of maybe make the changes or do what they're asking, what they really need. And also like help with the kids if you have kids. Like those things, you think they're little, you will probably have the happy wife, happy life, right? If you help with the house, you help with the kids, they're overwhelmed, especially if they work. Listen, it's not okay for one person to take care of the kids, clean the house. It's too much. It's too much. And you're going to be
Correct.
tired. And if you think women don't want to have sex because they're tired, they are tired. And they're probably tired of your lazy ass that doesn't help with anything around the house. See, women tell us, they talk about this stuff all the time. We're amongst each other. This is something that, forget about the gas tanks, forget about the flowers, forget about the compliments. Do them once in a while. They're nice. But if you help around the house, listen to what they got to say, act accordingly to what they're saying, that's what's going to make your wife or girlfriend happy. It's really easy, actually. I know it says men don't know women, but it's really, they're more simple than you think. Try it.
No. Yeah, I agree. Whatever, and certain things are cool. To trash out. Did you wash the dishes? Did you do the laundry? Did you do this? Did you do that? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That's huge. Huge.
Yep.
Huge,
Yep.
huge.
Yep.
Flowers are nice.
agree.
Okay, fill up the gas tank, go out for dinner, surprise, whatever, surprise, blah blah.
Right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, very small.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
unless because it is money. It's the gesture, but it is just money that you're doing, whatever. But when you have to get off the couch,
Right.
if you have to get off the couch
Right.
or stop,
Yes.
get up and do
Yes.
things, then I can see exactly where you're
Yep.
coming from. Makes
Yep.
a lot of sense there. Carol Brandolino's in the house. Toxic Thursday. Carol, also we just lost another musical. Well, it wasn't that popular because the heavy metal band Iron Maiden, the original single, Paul Mario passed away at the age of 69. He was the original frontman for Iron Maiden, and he just passed a couple days ago at the age of 69 years old. There is a company in Spain, Carol. Are you ready for this? You know, when you go, I forgot the name of the company. Was it Google? When you went to work there, they had gyms, they had games, you could food. They had stuff for just the work environment nice. Yeah. There is everybody a half hour off to masturbate, to release productivity, to make you. So they give you in Spanish. In Spain, it's a job that they say half hour off to go do that to make your day feel better.
Hurry up.
And you'll get paid for it.
Hurry up and finish. Is that the slogan? Hurry up and finish. I mean, 30 minutes.
The paper is due. Go ahead. Hurry up and finish.
Hurry up and finish. You know what it relieves? I'm guessing. I mean, it relieves tension, stress, right? And if it helps with productivity, then go ahead.
How do they know if it helps with productivity? Isn't it just like running around the gym? Well, not really. I
think it's just you're relieving stress and I don't know, anxiousness, and you can relax.
But you notice this stuff is not in the United States, the most stressed out country in the world.
Yep. I just asked if I could bring boxing gloves here in one of the rooms.
None of this stuff's in the United States.
No.
Or else, everybody, all the other countries.
Take a nap, shoot some pool,
and you make sure. Well, there you go, boy. That's a great question. Can you say, Carol? What do you think? Can you say in a relationship? Can you say I love you too much? Yeah, when does it just mean? When does it really mean I love you, or does it just mean love you? Like,
right?
I love this state.
Yeah. Do you mean it? I mean, I love you just as like. Sometimes I'm sorry. Like, do you love me? Show me. Are you sorry? Don't do it again. Like, get your shit together. You could tell me you love me all day long and buy me things, but that doesn't matter to me. That's just me. Everybody's different. Some women might think that buying stuff and getting nice gifts is a way of showing love.
You are right. You're right on everything you said. And women do exactly, and some there's women out like all this, but then they like the other stuff that you just said makes sense, and probably every man will agree. Dennis, I think I answered you on your text. Dennis, if you're looking to get me a cigar, try a Romeo Juliet Maduro. Romeo Juliet Maduro, Dennis. Thank you. You don't have to do that, but thank you so much. All right. And my wife posted something on Facebook. What time do you all get up in the morning? I'm just trying to say. Now, I'm usually up at 5:30 earlier if I'm fishing. Normally, maybe 6 o'clock when I'm up. But I'm asking everybody that's watching, what time, Carol, if you didn't have to work, since they say you work, you start at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever. What time does your day start?
Right now, because the kids aren't in school, I can wake up at about 6:45 and still be fine to get ready for work because I start at 8:30. So, but
Okay.
when they're in school,
All right.
probably around 6 o'clock, 6:15 maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so the kids are, say you're off.
Okay.
The day is off, summer school. Kids don't work that day. What time are you sleeping?
Oh. If I just don't set an alarm, and whatever time I wake up, I wake up. My body clock sometimes, depending how tired I am, maybe 8:30, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's normal. People get up, especially if you don't have to work that day, and whatever. Because
Right.
Debbie gets
Yeah.
up at 6:30. Marion, you're up at 4. All right. So some people I get up at 3. And then maybe sleep and get up at 5. Everybody has a couple different sleep things, which is very important. If people don't realize how important it is, it really is important, folks. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It's Toxic Thursday. We hit a lot of good comments today, a lot of good topics today about stuff, which is definitely, and it makes you wonder, Carol. Would you like? I know you were. I think we might have talked about this before when you first came on the show. Would you ever turn around and move? Your parents, your kids are grown. They're married. They have their own family. Would you turn around and move to Greece?
Like by myself?
Yeah.
Without my
with your new partner, new husband, whoever.
No way.
New boyfriend.
No.
Your kids are grown up. Would you ever leave? Would you ever go to Greece? No. Would you ever leave the country? Would you ever go to a different country?
To live? No.
Because your kids are
here. Yeah. No
to
way.
live. Okay. Yeah. Because your kids are here. Now, what if your kids got a job in Greece? Now your kids are both going to go to Greece and work out there as full time. Would you then consider moving to Greece?
I would.
And this is anybody else who might be moving to wherever.
Yeah. I would consider it, but that would be a real hard move for me. I don't know. I mean, I've been to Greece, but I was more in the village, like riding donkeys, like around the cliff. So, I know there's cities out there, obviously. So, I don't know. I guess if I was to experience the bigger cities in Greece, maybe, I guess I'd have to go and see what it's like. I don't know, because I don't think I'd miss here very much. But like I said, I think we are spoiled and take things for granted too. So I'd have to see what it's actually like there in another country. I don't know.
I agree with you. Now, Marion says no, never. A lot of people said they wouldn't leave. That makes a lot of sense. It would be start all over because you don't, even though you might have family in different places, you still don't know anybody. You know your family, but you don't want to be bound. So it does make a lot of sense. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. My good buddy Jack Vena Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing. We control. They offer plant design, service, installation, and servicing the northern part of Illinois for over 50 years. Call Tommy at 847-432-5266. Tell him Tony O sent you. And Danny Mazzi from Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. No, Marion, I probably would not leave the country. At least now, don't plan to. I don't mind visiting, but I wouldn't leave the country permanently. Makes some sense. We got a lot more good stuff coming up, folks. 5th will be in Kenosha with Ocean's Rat Pack on a Tuesday night. Rat Pack was kicking off the Taste of Elmwood Park, another great Italian fest. We're kicking that off on August 7th with the whole main event band. August 9th and 10th will be in Warren, Ohio. August 15th, Ron Onesti's Taylor Street Fest. Listen to this lineup. Daryl Armenstad, Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi, Regina Karma, Lisa P. We got a whole giant band behind us on the main stage from 8:30 to 10. That's 815 Taylor Street. On the 23rd, we'll be at Mars. August 23rd. It's going to be a big bash there, folks. On the 29th, we'll be at the Taste of Melrose Park. On the 30th, we'll be back at the Thirsty Parrot in Lake Geneva. And the 31st will be at Septemberfest with that, because she can't make the 31st, but that's big stage. It's fantastic fest. Septemberfest
That's
in
awesome.
Schaumburg. It's 1 o'clock, folks. We all go, but before we go, we got some birthdays here, folks. Geddy Lee from Rush turned 72 years old. Simon Kirk, which is going to be at Beatlefest this year. He's a bad drummer for Ringo, and he's also a drummer for Bad Company, 76 years old. Martina McBride, 59 years old. Daniela Croco of the Jersey Girls celebrating a birthday. Lindsay from the Jersey Girls celebrating a birthday. My good friend DQ, my good friend Lisa P's mom, D, if you're watching, happy birthday. Mike Starr, a great actor, 75 years old. Happy 100th heavenly birthday to Ron Onesti's mom. Up in heaven would be 100 years old. God bless. What a sweet woman she was. Captain Lou Albano, for all you wrestling fans out there celebrating a birthday. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back, 75. And the great blues jazz guitar player Buddy Guy celebrating a birthday here at in Chicago. It's fantastic. Tonight, Darien, concert in the park, 6:45 with Ocean's Rat Pack. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime. Saturday, we'll be McHenry at the Vixen Theater. And then I'm rocking out with Moe's Dream Police rock band Cheap Trick this Sunday at Kenosha, Tribute Island, 5 o'clock. Damn, Joel, you speed talking is getting good. Yeah, right, exactly. Boy, do you get applaud if you get to use the outhouse?
Yeah,
okay.
I don't want to use an outhouse.
I can't get Boyd. Well, wait a minute. You know what's interesting, Carol? Boyd responds, but he won't come on the show.
Why?
Why did Boyd? Will you not come on the show on a Tuesday? Me, you,
let's
Carol,
do it.
on a Tuesday or a Thursday.
Let's do it.
1 hour with Boyd. Just read your mind and just let us have it. That's
we
it.
can ask him questions.
We like to see your comments. Yeah, we like to see your comments. Yeah, but we want to see you in person, my brother.
I do.
We want to see you in person. Guys, it is that time. We have to go, but let's talk about our good friends from Ace Hardware. Helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods, folks. Get the 25% off coupon on any regular price item under $50 or $12 off any regular price item over $50. Save up $230 on select Tangier wood pellet grills. Grill your ace off with our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. We got to get Raffaello back on to do it yourself with Ralph because he couldn't do it last week. Kristen Knievel will be joining us. Big gig in Sturgis, North Dakota. That's the biggest motorcycle rally in the world, and it happens in Sturgis. And Kristen will be there with her band, the Daredevils, knocking it out in Sturgis. And we're talking about her father, of course, the late, great Robbie Knievel, and, of course, her grandfather, the great Evel Knievel. That's tomorrow on Ocean's Pit. Guys, Carol, great job today, folks. We came up with some good stuff. I hope you liked it. I hope you guys got a good laugh out of it because I know we did. Which is very, very important. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another, folks. It's a crazy world. And if you're offended with this show, remember, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. And we're going to have to do another we got to pick a place and do a live remote from some restaurant.
Yes.
Maybe, Carol, pick a spot somewhere near you at this time, and we'll put something, because people have been asking me, when you guys going to do these remotes? And we're definitely going to do some more. We should do one once a month. We haven't done one in a long time. It's been busy, but I think it's time we need to do one, folks. All right. So, guys, thank you so much. Carol, you have an incredible day. And everybody out there, everybody have a great day. Ringo says peace and love. God bless you, everybody. Have a good one. Nick Sahajas, take us out. Bye-bye, everybody.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
Peace and love, everybody. Have a great